afternoon. And yeah, go ahead. It's great to be here. Thank you to Mr. Bailey, Mr. Hillhouse, and members of the Carl Sandburg High School Band for sharing that beautiful rendition of Pomp and Circumstance. At this time, I would like to introduce Oluwatosin King, member of the class of 2021. Would you please rise, face our flag at the south end of the stadium, and join us in the singing of the national anthem, performing the Star-Spangled Banner, Tosin King.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, words so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, words so gallantly streaming, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, Tosin, so magical. Great job. Please be seated.
Outstanding job, Tosin. Good afternoon, members of our Board of Education, Sandburg faculty, parents, family, and friends. I am Mehdi Hasib, Senior Class President. On behalf of the class of 2021 and the entire Carl Sandburg School community, I am honored to welcome you to the Carl Sandburg High School commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to recognize our members of the District 230 Board of Education and District Office Administrators who are unable to be with us today as they participate in the commencement ceremonies at Stagg and Andrew. School Board President, Mr. Tony Serratori. Vice President, Ms. Melissa Gracias. Secretary, Ms. Susan Dalton. School Board Member, Ms. Kate Murphy-Peterson. Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Dr. Kim Dreyer. Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Mr. John Lavelle. And Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Julia Wheaton. And now, I would like to introduce those distinguished guests seated on stage this afternoon. School Board members, Mr. Michael Hardick, Mr. Dave O'Connor, and Mr. Patrick O'Sullivan. And representing the District 230 Central Office Administrative Team, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. James Gay, and members of our Sandburg's main office, Associate Principal, Mr. Brian Clenny, Associate Principal, Dr. Derek Smith, Assistant Principal, Mr. Greg Gardner, and our lovely principal, Dr. Jen Tyra.
Thank you so much, Madi, and great job, Tosin. Thank you for sharing your magical voice with us this afternoon. Good afternoon, parents, families, honored guests, faculty, and of course, the class of 2021. Yeah, give these young people a round of applause. I would like to start my speech in the same way that I will be ending it, and that is by saying, I love you, class of 2021. The last 15 months have been wildly different than any of us could have expected. On one hand, I am sad that we could not collectively give you the senior year that you deserved. On the other hand, I am proud of the senior year we have been able to give you, considering these immensely challenging circumstances. I am so proud that we are here today together and that all of you, the Carl Sandburg High School class of 2021, have the chance to graduate on this field that means so much to us. I would say that this is a perfect example of us winning the day, and go ahead, give a round of applause. Class of 2021, when I think of your collective Sandburg story, I think of the way that you have defined Elite Daily during your Sandburg experience. When we first met in the fall of 2018, I had a vision of how Elite Daily could evolve and shape our culture. But the way that you have lived the Elite Daily mantra has been so special. It is special that Elite Daily is not my thing or your thing. It has become our thing together. Today, I want to highlight just a few aspects of our Elite Daily culture that are synonymous with the class of 2021. Elite Daily is recognizing that connecting and engaging others has a significant impact on culture and climate. Hey, superfans, you were dealt the toughest of circumstances and were charged with generating school spirit in a pandemic. The events were limited and the conditions were not favorable. But you did not hang your heads. Instead, you were here to do whatever and whenever to create spirit, build climate, and generate connectedness. You remained positive at all times, and I truly believe that your collective positive energy and attitude impacted the mindsets of others. You leave your legacy as the 2021 IHSA Student Section Showdown State Champions. You learned, and others learned from you, a valuable lesson that one person or a group of people can have a positive impact on the climate and culture of a school or any organization. Elite Daily is about bringing the passion to all that you do. Throughout your high school career, you pursued your academic, co-curricular, athletic, and service endeavors with passion. You allowed your passions to be on full display when you played, sang, competed, and performed. This year in particular, I observed you do everything with passion because you did not take a single thing for granted. The day in March when our cheerleading team brought home the state runner-up trophy and our debate team a first place trophy within hours of each other was a special day at Sandburg. And for all of you who were members of the cast or crew of our spring musical, Urinetown, I don't know if I ever saw a performance filled with so much joy. Class of 2021, you not only found your passions at Sandburg, but you brought the passion to everything you did. Elite Daily is prioritizing people and relationships. The characteristic of Elite Daily has always been at the heart of the class of 2021. But over the last month or so, it has been extremely visible. You love being together with your classmates, with the people you have grown up with here at Sandburg, watching you have fun with each other at our senior event, and yesterday's sunrise and cap and gown events was just so special. You have built relationships that will last a lifetime, and not just with your classmates, but with your teachers, counselors, support staff, coaches, and sponsors. I am so proud that when you are asked what you love about Sandburg, you talk about the people. You recognize that people and relationships are the most important thing. You have shown that people won't always remember what you know or don't know, but more than likely, they will remember what you did, said, and how you made them feel. Now is the perfect time, class of 2021, to join me in thanking your family, friends, teachers, counselors, coaches, sponsors, mentors for all that they have done and the impact they've had on your journey. Give them a round of applause. Elite Daily is about responding and persevering during difficult times. I think we can all agree that this class has persevered like none other. You have been optimistic and positive during the last 15 months. You have been appreciative and thankful for anything and everything we have been able to do. You have not dwelled on the negative aspects of being a senior during a pandemic, but have truly embraced the opportunity to become better versions of yourselves. The attributes of perseverance, grit, determination, and resilience that you have further developed during this time will serve you well in all you do. You are more equipped to be able to cherish the great times that come your way and work through the challenging ones. Class of 2021, you have put your stamp on the Elite Daily culture during your Sandburg story, and I will miss you tremendously. Sandburg will miss the leadership and positivity of the class of 2021. Class of 2021, you have defined Elite Daily by being culture builders and connecting people, by exploring and cultivating your passions as Sandburg Eagles and bringing the passion to all that you do, by prioritizing people and relationships, and by demonstrating response and persevering through difficult times. Please remember, class of 2021, that your Sandburg experience does not end here, but that it will truly live on. The relationships and friendships that you have developed, the memories you have made, the experiences that you have had will live forever in your hearts and souls. You are ready for all that lies ahead of you. You will always have a special place in my heart. I love you, class of 2021. We all love you. Congratulations, Eagles. All right, Student Council Executive Board Member Madi Hasib will be attending Northwestern University and majoring in economics to present the senior class gift. Please help me welcome back to the podium, Madi Hasib.
Thank you, Dr. Tyrell. There are many things that we'll remember about our 4 years here at Sandburg, but the one enduring memory I expect to stand out is the spirit and pride that we had in our school. That spirit enhanced our athletic competitions, our music and theater performances, and our club experiences. It made walking the halls on a daily basis more enjoyable. We know what we experienced isn't typical, because earlier this year, the Illinois High School Association recognized Sandburg as the most spirited school in the state. Our senior gift is intended to build upon the school's strength. The class of 2021 has purchased a large inflatable eagle tunnel for the school. We envision sports teams using it to enter the field of play, or 8th graders being welcomed to their open house through it. We envision freshmen running through it on their first day of school. Who knows? Perhaps someday a tradition will evolve where students at the ceremony enter and leave through the eagle. However it's used, we hope it can become a new Sandburg tradition and one more thing that makes us all proud to be an Eagle at Carl Sandburg High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Madi, and Madi has done a great job all year as senior class president. Thank you for your thoughtful words on behalf of your classmates. The Sandburg community sincerely appreciates the generous gift from the members of the class of 2021. This afternoon's student speaker is a confident and determined young woman. Those qualities have certainly helped her achievement both in and outside of the classroom. She will no doubt continue to make a significant impact as she heads to Loyola University Chicago to major in political science and global studies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce this afternoon's student speaker, Emily Ibrahim.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty and staff, and my fellow graduates of the Carl Sandburg High School class of 2021. Before I begin, I would like to extend my gratitude to the teachers who have worked tirelessly to adapt their lesson plans to adjust to remote and hybrid learning for a senior class already plagued by some severe senioritis. Your hard work did not go unnoticed, and we truly appreciate everything you have done for us this year and every year. I am honored to be representing, dare I say, the most resilient class that Sandburg has ever seen in its 67 years. We walked through those doors freshman year, overwhelmed by the enthusiasm of the Eaglettes, cheerleaders, and superfans. We struggled to differentiate between the South and North buildings, and even fell for it when the upperclassmen told us there was a West building. Yet, we readily embraced the challenge and flash forward 4 years, and we have become the students we looked up to those first days at Sandburg. Roughly 700 school days have passed since we first entered those doors. And I can say with 100% confidence that we have won every single one of them. But what exactly does it mean to win the day? It doesn't mean walking into school every day or entering the Google Meet, participating in class, doing all your homework, and getting straight A's. That can be an aspect of it, sure, but winning the day means behaving in a grateful, intentional, and empathetic manner. To win the day, you have to live your life by 3 guiding principles. First, you must constantly strive to change yourself for the better. Do this by finding your passion and purpose and pursuing them mercilessly. Above all, act with compassion. I am awestruck at how this class has lived these principles over the past 4 years. We have cheered each other on at sporting events, competitions, conferences, and play productions. We were leaders and role models for the underclassmen. We have adapted and retained our culture and sense of community in a year unlike any other. We have even bounced back after realizing our mics were accidentally unmuted in a Google Meet. And that's a pretty hard thing to come back from. Take some pride in that. Next, winning the day means to change others for the better. Inspire people. Go out there and lead by example. Show the world that no matter what, you can prosper. Even if you're in a pandemic during your final high school year and you have to deal with health screenings, Google Meets, and socially distanced extracurriculars. And lastly, to win the day means to change the world. Don't worry, this isn't as complex as it sounds. It's actually the effect of doing everything I mentioned before. Because when you inspire others to chase their dreams, they will then inspire others to do the same, and so on. Your words of encouragement to one person can extend to countless more on a global level. By the time I finish this speech, roughly 3 minutes will have passed. What are you going to do with the rest of your minutes? Are you going to win them, or are you going to watch the time pass by? You know what to do. You've already been doing it the last 4 years. So get out there and make sure Sandburg remembers the class of 2021. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates. We did it.
Awesome job. Awesome. Thank you, Emily, for sharing those beautiful words. Student speakers, you may now join your classmates. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Consolidated High School District 230, Dr. James Gay. Under Dr. Gay's leadership, our district continues to embrace and live by the notion that our primary role is to ensure that every student is well prepared for the adventures and challenges that lie beyond Carl Sandburg High School and District 230. He has led us in defining what it means to have successful schools and successful students, and how we can work collaboratively to ensure positive outcomes for all students in the district. Dr. Gay is retiring at the end of this school year, so the Carl Sandburg High School class of 2021 is the last class that he will confer on this stage. Please join me in welcoming my dear colleague and friend, Dr. James Gay.
Thank you, and good afternoon. On a side note, we've had a lot of graduations here, and we've had a lot of different kind of weather. This is one of them, but it's better than many. So first of all, congratulations to the class of 2021. As we celebrate you today, I'm excited to be here with you to celebrate in person. As with anything in this pandemic year, we have had to readjust our traditions to accommodate the needs of the situation we find ourselves in. Today, that means I'm traveling along, as Dr. Tyrell said, LaGrange Road, to attend one ceremony in person for each of our schools. I guess that's the lesson we've learned this year: pivot as circumstances require. But I've had the distinct pleasure of working with our students, staff, parents, and community in preparing you, not only for graduation, but more importantly, for what comes next. As soon-to-be alumni of Sandburg High School, there's a whole world of possibilities ahead of you. And as I prepare to retire, I consider myself an honorary member of the class of 2021 and could not imagine just how different our final year would be. As we celebrate graduation, this is certainly not how any of us imagine your senior year will conclude. While much of this year was different, I've seen the grit and resilience in you that will serve you well in the future. Our hearts go out to you and your families, as many of the traditional milestones celebrated here needed to be modified based on the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, as a school and school district, we have remained steadfast in our commitment in making the culmination of your senior year meaningful and respectful of the year that you've accomplished in the 4 short years here in high school. Now, personally, I've spent 37 years in high school. Yes, I'm finally graduating after 37 years. Took a while. I'm not as smart as these young men here, young men and women here. It took me a little longer. But in those years, I've learned some valuable lessons that I hope I've imparted to students, staff, families, and community. Lessons that will serve each of us well as we turn the pages on our life stories. Each of us has a story to tell. We celebrate those stories and the rich, diverse, and uniquely District 230 story that they come together to create. As you graduate today, you will forever, forever be part of the Sandburg High School story. Your principal, Dr. Jen Tyrell, will also forever be a part of the D230 story as she takes lessons she's learned as a student, teacher, coach, and administrator with her into her next chapters. And incoming we can clap for Dr. Tyrell. Yes, we can. And incoming principal, Dr. Derek Smith, will bring the experiences he lived as a student, teacher, coach, and administrator here at Sandburg as he helps write the next chapter of the Eagle story. But today, wasn't written here. But today, we celebrate the first chapters of your life story. We celebrate individual triumphs and challenges, stories of passion for learning, kindness, integrity, and grit that have made you who you are today. Stories of friendships forged through class and study groups, co-curricular activities, and the love for your fellow classmates. The next chapters will take some of you to college or enter the workforce. Some of you will join the military. And for that, I salute your noble commitment and thank you for your service to our country. My hope is that each of your stories are grounded in love, compassion, and caring for those who surround us in life. Each of us have drawn strength and resilience from family, friends, teachers, staff, and community. And we have served as a strength giver for those we love. My hope is that your story, no matter where it leads you, is a love story. Be kind to others. Value others for the gifts they bring to life. Treat others with compassion. Give them grace in moments when they may falter. And please do the same for yourself. If we love each other and love ourselves, our story will be much brighter, that much more enjoyable, that much more worth celebrating. As you reflect on your high school years, I hope you take pride in the stories that connect you to your school community As you look towards the future, hope that you will take 3 key values with you as you write the next chapters: your unique voice, the courage to take risks, and a shared responsibility to be kind. First, you've begun to develop your voice in the 4 short years you've spent in high school. You've begun to find your place in the world, and you will continue to evolve that understanding in the coming years. Your experiences, your values, and your identity are distinctive to you. Your unique voice is important in this world. Don't be afraid to express yourself and share what makes you uniquely you. Second, find the courage to take risks. When you believe in something passionately, be willing to take a chance on making your dreams a reality. I encourage you to take a chance, speak up for what you believe in, and have faith in yourself. And finally, be kind. Always be kind. Your thoughtfulness in big and little things makes a difference. A simple act of kindness can make the day better for others and for yourself. Treat others with empathy and respect, and the world will be a brighter place because of you. My hope is that you take these words of advice and all the lessons you learned here as you write the rest of your story. I firmly believe that you are ready for whatever path you choose upon graduation. Your family, friends, school staff, and community have invested in your future through the education you received here in District 230. So I hope you take a few minutes to thank them for their love and support and the commitment they've made to your success. Please tell them in person, pick up a phone, call them, or share your appreciation through social media. We can always use more positive messages there. But as in any good story, there is the anticipation of what pages lie ahead. I'm sure you have mixed emotions as you look toward your future. There is excitement as you conclude your high school years and reflect on the stories you have created here. There is uncertainty as you turn the page onto the next chapter, not knowing exactly what is to come. And there is anticipation as you take on new challenges and create your story. I can assure you that your education at Sandburg High School has prepared you well. You have put in the hard work and learned incredible lessons along the way. You've found great success. You've learned from your mistakes. You are prepared to write your story in the future of possibilities. So wherever your story leads you, wherever you go, we know you will make us proud as Sandburg High School graduates. Congratulations, Eagles. Thank you. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. For my last time as your superintendent, I proudly share it is now time to confer to the Board of Education that these students have successfully met the Consolidated High School District 230 requirements for graduation, and they comply with the regulations and laws required by the state of Illinois. At this time, I present the members of the Sandburg High School class of 2021 to be awarded their diplomas.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gay. One more round of applause for Superintendent of Consolidated High School, District 230, Dr. James Gay. As we prepare to honor each of our students, please remember to be respectful of the dignity of this ceremony. Loud outbursts after a name is called may cause the name of the next student not to be heard. Please be respectful of your classmates and their families. At this time, I ask Mrs. Augustiniak and Mrs. Smith to take their places as today's name readers. Mrs. McGuire and Mr. Fazikis as processional marshals. Please assist the members of the class of 2021 to come forward to the stage.
Nasim Halim.
Jenna Halim.
Sydney Halloran.
Mark Hall.
Joshua Hamill.
Layla Hamden.
Amin Hamad.
Elsie Hamilton Jr.
Simon Hahn.
Zachary Hammond.
Jenna Hansen.
Alexandria Hansler.
Susanna Harbut.
Ella Harbert.
Logan Harris.
Dylan Harper.
Maura Hardy.
Leeton Hart.
Madi Hasib.
Hamza Hassan.
Indiana Hodder.
Catherine Havener.
Emma Hayes.
Kayla Hector.
Griffin Hedinger.
Mackenzie Hedinger.
Kaylee Hernandez.
Amanda Hilo.
Alex Hickman.
Kaylee Hoke.
Sarah Hishma.
Ella Marie Hoffman.
Elizabeth Hodge.
Violetta Hordich.
Megan Houlihan.
Gianna Hurley.
Kevin Hurley.
Bara Hussein.
Abdelrahman Hussein.
Rachel Hutchinson.
Ania Huxley.
Andrew Hune.
Maya Heiser.
Devin Ibarra.
Emily Ibrahim.
Daniela Irasi.
Farrell Jaber.
Jihad Jaber.
Miriam Jaber.
Muhammad Jaber.
Daniel Jackson.
Sarah Jalili.
Joanna James.
Ryan Jansen.
Ella Jeffries.
Alexander Yeftovich.
Amy Johnson.
Ariel Johnson.
Isabella Denise Jose.
Amira Judah.
Mohammed Juma.
Paulius Kalina.
Amir Cannon.
Nicole Kane.
Zachary Carafayette.
Kylie Kellert.
Gregory Kelsey.
Abdallah Khalil.
Marva Khan.
Naya Cardabil.
Nama Khatib.
Paige Killen.
Dong Hakim.
Emma King.
Oluwatosin King.
Brant Kirby.
Jace Cladis.
Matthew Klein.
Noah Klinger.
Julia Coble.
Daniel Knaus.
Gideon Colehouse.
Michael Kazwara.
Anne Koshi.
Alex Copley.
Connor Kozlowski.
Andrew Kowalkowski.
Michaela Cruz.
Grace Kruger.
Nicole Kubatska.
Connor Kemple.
Abigail Kusas.
Thomas Kunka.
Kyle Kwasinski.
Athena Kwan.
Claudia Locke.
Morgan Lape.
Francesca Lasorella.
Michael Losick.
Emily Latif.
Monica Latek.
Molly Lawler.
Kathleen Lawler.
Griffin Lenhart.
Aiden LeGrand.
Annalise Likas.
Jessica Leland.
Sebastian Legenza.
Isabella Liggis.
David Lingen.
Brandon Lightfoot.
Caitlin Louisi.
Angelina Liptek.
Angel Lopez.
Edwin Lopez.
Nicholas Lopez.
Thaddeus Louis Jr.
Karina Liana Lozano.
Daniel Masek.
Aiden Lasuvican.
Jacqueline Macias.
Camilla Macias.
Jackson MacIsaac.
Jillian McInnes.
Pranav Ram Madan.
Kamariana Mack.
Mahmood Majduba.
Miranda Mataram.
Annabella Maxilon.
Tristan Macalin.
Sophia Maximque.
Sarah Maxilon.
Adam Malinauskas.
Anthony Mawish.
Luca Mancuso.
Dylan Manning.
Samantha Manning.
Kelly Malecki.
Mira Margie.
Sarah Margus.
Noah Marshall.
Yusuf Maru.
Kyle Martiniak.
Alyssa Martinez.
Luke Messino.
Alyssa Marzullo.
Ryan Machin.
Nikaya Mason.
Elizabeth Matthew.
Kaylee Mathis.
Cassidy Medikevich.
Ryan Matthews.
Liana McAuliffe.
Mitchell Maisie.
Mayana McComb.
Madison McBride.
Ella McDivitt.
Molly McCormick.
Hannah McGillian.
Ainsley McGilligan.
Morgan McGuire.
Lily McLaughlin.
Quinn McReal.
Joni McHugh.
Jenna Mercado.
Ariel Medina.
Joseph Miller.
Eamon Merjemic.
Michael Mittler.
Tyler Milani.
Cindy Malechko.
Gabriel Miskowitz.
Michael Malloy.
Abdelrahman Mized.
Michael Daniel Montolto.
Nuran Muhammad.
Gabriella Morris.
Isa Mansour.
Andrea Moda.
Sydney Moreno.
Jacqueline Mubarak.
Jade Morris.
Noor Musin.
Sumaya Motan.
Delaney Murphy.
Mohanad Mubarak.
Destiny Myers.
Dylan Maltek.
Lorenz Nava.
Thabet Musa.
Lily Nevin.
Musa Musa.
Von Newen.
Malak Nashbat.
Margaret Nigella.
Evan Nelson.
Abdelrahman Nofel.
Mary Therese Nevin.
Timothy Novak.
Jonathan Need. Bernard Nikwo. Ahmad Nofal. Kenneth Nork II.
How about a collective round of applause for the class of 2021, Carl Sandburg High School, class of 2021. Before we close out this afternoon's ceremony, I need to share a quick reminder with our students and guests. As our students recess out of Mike Navarro Stadium, we ask that our guests meet their students in the parking lot at their vehicles and exit campus immediately. Clearing our campus is a priority as we will need to begin our preparation for the next ceremony immediately following the recessional. And before I have these young people stand up, how about one more collective round of applause for the class of 2021? Class of 2021, stand up for me. At this time, to officially recognize your transition from Carl Sandburg High School students to alumni, please reposition your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Sandburg High School, class of 2021, throw those caps, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending and congratulations to all row proctors and students. Please begin the recessional. Thank you.